The tail end of our Central Florida winter can be a difficult time for allergy sufferers, as cold air, indoor heat, and even tree pollen can make for a difficult mixture. That's right, Florida's tree pollen season begins in February and generally lasts through May. And while fewer than 100 kinds of trees actually trigger allergy symptoms across the state, they release huge amounts of pollen which can travel for miles. We spoke with Ed Neuzil, registered nurse practitioner at Allergy, Sinus, and Asthma Family Health Center.
Here in the Central Florida area, when we're looking at the spring allergy season, typically we're looking at the trees. The pollen generally will start sometime in the January time frame. Depends on whether we've had any freezes and what the weather patterns are. But when it starts to warm up, you'll start to see the pollen start to rise. Typically, here in the Central Florida area, February and March, as almost anybody can tell you by their cars and by the screen stuff that's all over the lanai, that is the peak of our allergen season for spring allergies. And then it will, in April, start to decline, and usually by May, that's on its way to a more normal range. It doesn't go away because there's always something that will be blooming, but that is the peak time frame. And whether it's good or bad, we're only about 20 miles away from a national forest. And prevailing wind coming up from the northeast brings all of that pollen right down here. So you don't have to have the tree in your backyard in order to suffer from the spring allergy season. When we've allergy tested someone for the airborne allergens, again, the trees, the grass, the weeds, the molds, we then can provide them with a serum, which in effect is exactly what they're allergic to. And this is called immunotherapy. What we do is we make this serum for that particular individual. It's diluted down, and then they're injected with it on a regular basis. And the idea behind this is that we expose your body to these specific allergens, and you, through your own immune system, develop a defense so that when you are exposed, then you just don't have a reaction.
Thinking about doing some planting this spring? Some of Florida's most popular trees that do not trigger allergy symptoms include crepe myrtle, dogwood, and most palm trees. You can learn more about allergies, allergy testing, and treatments at the Allergy, Sinus, and Asthma Family Health Center in Lady Lake when you visit the Trees and Sneeze story link at yourhometownhealth.com.